yes.
Okay, there we go. It's picking up again, so this will be a two-parter in one night. Downside, let's see. Okay, so it
Yeah, we're
picked up the
back.
clock. At least it picked up the clock. So yeah, any further business or topics?
Not particularly.
Nothing afternoon nap would be interested in
Duncan?
at the moment.
I'm just enjoying dinner. I mean, this is some pretty good entertainment between the terrified halfling and that guy's arguing with the rabbit.
Yes, actually, Nil, take yourself an inspiration for that. Rotary also gets one. I felt he defended his corner pretty well. Zarina, anything? Feels like a no. So we'll skip past evening and go right to the morning. What a horrible thing to do. You all get a full night's rest. It's pretty decent altogether. There was a few small disturbances from a couple of lads coming in and out. Heavy boot stomps, definitely one of you orcs was in. But otherwise, not too bad. Your own bedroll's certainly a bit better than the ones in the barracks that have been thoroughly used by differing shifts. You got all your stuff reset?
Yeah.
Yep.
Remember, you get back half your hit dice. Half your total hit dice. Rounded down. Alrighty, well, and of course Fern is up and at them, bright-eyed, bushy-tailed. She's got her fresh notebook in hand, her new clipboard, lovely inkwell, ready to go. The rest of you, maybe not so much, particularly the two cats.
It is too early for this.
Well, you're not on freelance time right now. You're fighting for the forces of Raxus. So up and at them.
Do we have
Why
a
must you
card?
A card? Oh, a cart.
You know,
a
a thing with two wheels.
I mean, we can
Someone
bring a
else
card
can
if you
pull.
want. The only issue is we've got nothing to pull it.
Don't we have a druid who can turn into a something?
Don't we have a bullywug?
We're not using him as slave labor. Cheese and crickets.
That sounds horrible.
He's
crickets,
getting
not the slavery.
paid. He's getting paid, so it's not slave labor.
I'm not. We're not doing this. I forbid it. There we go.
It's already been forbidden by royal decree.
There you go. See?
It is forbidden that a man can pull a cart?
Well,
Or
a man that
bullywug?
couldn't possibly pull it with any weight is not really that strong. I mean, it's a case of basically torture, and that is certainly not allowed.
Oh, oops.
What?
Right.
Huh?
Ignore Donkin. He's a bit of an idiot. He's trying to pull your leg.
Oh, that was a good one. Yeah, that one was always fun.
As he mops his brow. Thanks for covering. You must never know. Rise and shine, Sir Hoppity? She is, like, of all of his, she hung over Buckthorn's bed the most.
Ernace was already up. He played Reveille and everything.
She did very well, though. She resisted
From the
any
kitchen.
contact. But those ears.
They were just like, swiveling slightly out of the way anytime her hand got close.
No, she didn't put the hand near, but
Okay.
it was a real struggle. Alrighty, so we're gonna check out. Let's just go down my notes here. I believe it was Cheswick Ground. That's the one you wanted to check out. That's the one that's still in reconstruction.
Sure.
Oh, actually, halfway there, we can check in a fun little it's a little historical site. So everyone, get your breakfast, get scrubbed up at the river, and then come on, let's go.
Yeah, we have things to do.
Let's go.
Unfortunately, let's do this.
Ernest eats his breakfast off the drum.
Why?
Well, as a halfling, he'd be doing it with his belly anyway.
With his Nork.
And it is a fair old trump. And, you know, you're going mainly south, a little bit to the east, but then fucking Fern just leads you on a straight veer to the west. Into the deeper glade lands. Proper thick foresting, although there are a few, like, ranger paths, whatnot, animal tracks. Stuff where you're not getting your ankles caught in underbrush the entire time. But I'm afraid to say, subtle storm and afternoon nap. Covered in burrs. Just so many. It's almost like you've got a tropical cat pattern.
I start
I
whining.
hate this.
I'm covered in everything.
I mean, they all
I
brush
hate
off. It's
this.
fine. It's fine.
I want back to the river. A lake would be even better, but the river will do.
I mean, you're far from that right now. This is a few hours of journey.
Yes, but I do want back to the river.
Okay,
Just
then
want some water.
you won't be taking part in the adventure. Like, case of no, you are way out here.
Oh yeah, that's completely understandable. It's just in character growling. Ah.
Why do I have to be up like this? This is
Shh,
so
no.
pathetic.
Okay, so focus on how bad it feels right now, but wait, watch. And she leads you into a wonderful mystical grove.
Oh my god, the Master Sword.
Shut the fuck up. It's just a sword and a stone.
Do you have all the pendants, right? You know, gotta have the pendants for the 3 palaces.
Where's the Korok suit? I know it's here.
Oh yeah, we could have Donkin draw the sword and fucking die. You definitely don't have the HP for it.
Okay, I don't understand the fully.
That's Breath of Wild. Breath of Wild, it drains your health.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
So, it's a little historical side, although much of the story is kind of lost. I only know a little bit myself, and there's not really much you can check up on. And unfortunately, it's also called The Glade of the Blade. That's about all we got. So it didn't really have a name or anything else attached to it, but isn't it a lovely... I mean, this is real craftsmanship. This is proper dwarven work. So, what I can say is that it was, of course, the usual thing of a great hero. He wasn't a local boy, a bit of a traveler, but did his greatest deeds here. A lot of terrible creatures and monsters. Apparently, also, what was it again? He did fight a king, but not our King Raxus. No, not ours. Was it during a succession? No. It was definitely a foreign king, but fought him on here because of an actual invasion. Wasn't duration either. But after that, he was retiring, so he went on a big pilgrimage trip and put down like his notable weapons and equipment in special places. So this is where he put his sword.
And why has no one tried to take it?
Well, that's a fine question. Would you like to give it a try yourself? There's no
Dunk, would
guardrail.
you like to try? Dunk, I'm sure you could use a new sword.
Oh. I'm not really a sword guy. My sword is made out of fire typically.
I mean, it sounds to
But I
me like
guess
you
I
were.
could sell it.
It does sound to me like you were volunteering yourself there, Mr. Knapp.
Please, Mr. Knapp is his father.
I don't really care all that much for the sword. I just wanted to know why. I don't want to get zapped.
Oh no, you won't get zapped or anything.
But you clearly know what it does.
I've got a little idea of it, yeah. He's got this massive shit-eating grin.
Well, you could demonstrate it for us as well.
Oh no, I don't want to spoil a surprise. Not that there is one. There might be. No, there isn't.
Then
There
you-
isn't.
Then
How
you surely have
painful
no
is it?
problem with grabbing the sword.
I can promise you there is no pain involved unless you pull too hard. As in, you'll hurt
I-
yourself if you pull too hard. That's all I'm saying.
I am pretty strong for a
Okay.
wizard. I'm just gonna say. I mean, I'm a
You're
pretty
a
tough
sorcerer.
wizard. What?
Oh, fine. I gotta pick it up.
Aren't you a sorcerer?
I'm a wizard.
Ah, you're a proper nerd.
Yes, but I'm a jock nerd, not a nerd.
So subtle
Right.
storm.
I never did theater.
You walk up there to grab hold of the sword.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
Both hands.
Yes.
Give
Just because nobody else is doing it.
me an athletics check.
Right.
You watch her just haul on that thing. You see the muscles ripple beneath the fur. Well, not really, but you know, you imagine they could ripple. Her whiskers are certainly looking tense, and I mean that must translate to the rest of her. The tail is rigid too. It doesn't move a fucking inch.
Huh.
Not the slightest.
Okay, so it's just very stuck.
She
Mr.
was just doing
Hoppity,
it
why
wrong.
don't you give it a
I got
turn?
this.
Go.
His name is Buckthorn.
No, his name's Sir Hoppity now.
Donkin, spit in the hands, get yourself ready for it. Do you take the shirt off?
First attempt, never the first try. Maybe next time.
Okay. You would have got advantage if you take your shirt off.
I'm only using one hand though, so it would have been neutral.
Just the one hand.
Yeah, just one-handed trying to pull it out.
You decide to take, the dramatic pose. You're pulling it out yourself. You also put in a little bit of a wiggle, a bit of a twist. You're definitely going to try. It's not fucking budging at all. You can't twist it whatsoever. You can't try and get any cheated leverage. You just try to haul at it. And you feel like if you pull any harder, you're going to rip the stone out of the pedestal instead. But it doesn't move.
I should cast Burning Hands. That would help.
I blind
Why
you
would
all. You
sending
didn't see
it
my
on fire
failure.
help?
All right, I want to cast a spell. I cast Flare.
I didn't ask how big the orphanage was. I said I cast Fireball.
Oh,
Who are we going to complain to? Their parents?
even for a wizard, wow.
Alright, anyone next?
I'll give it a shot.
Do you bring in the
Seems
others
like
arena?
fun.
Am I
No,
here?
I do it myself.
Yeah, you're all here.
Okay.
Yeah, you just pull yourself onto the map.
Yeah.
No, I'm gonna do it myself.
Okay. Do you want to try and do anything? I like how we're having the escalating scale here. Like, the question is, do you do anything here to try and give yourself up and everything? Do you tie the hair back? Do
Sure.
you go into serious mode for this? Is what I'm saying.
Ooh, you can do it.
You
What I
can
want
do it, pretty lady.
Sure.
Inspiration.
Then you get advantage on your roll. As we see her
Alright.
tie the hair back, draw back the sleeves, even undo the gauntlets, they just get barehanded in there.
You can even have an extra D8.
Go ahead.
Oh, it's better.
I will give her inspiration.
22.
It is a Herculean effort. It is an astounding feat of strength being done here, and legitimately there's an expression of worry on Farron's face as she watches this. But eventually, Zarina, you've got to finally exhale and let it go, and it hasn't moved at all. You felt nothing budge in that entire blade. But Fern looks a bit relieved.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, that's way
You have
too
to
much.
have loosened it up. It can't be that hard.
Maybe it's a
Alright, Sir
push sword,
Hoppity.
not a pull sword.
Erne,
You
since
realize he's standing on the cross guard, pulling on the handle instead of on the stone. You're right. It won't budge. I think it's stuck. Ugh.
I'm fine with it being stuck. Just means it's a goal for down the road.
Just saying, Sir Hoppity. You should give it a whirl.
Very well. I don't care for swords personally, but
Best of luck.
nope.
although, I mean, it's amazing to watch as he tenses up and starts hauling on it. His ears start to rise as the rest of the muscles join in to tense. But yeah,
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Oh?
Hold on. I'm no. Can one of y'all come over here again? Yeah, you, Mr. Rabbit, please.
Fern backs away a little bit, covering her mouth.
I mean, I don't know if you're seeing it too. I'm no expert here. Does it look like? I think it's one piece. I think the stone is the sword. That's not how the books had it. It's the sword is the stone. It's not. That's not the title.
When he points it out to you, yeah, you can work it out. It's exquisite craftsmanship. It almost looks like it, but no, that is a fake sword. That is a solid piece.
That's a.
DC doesn't seem too high now, does it?
What are we supposed to do with that?
I'm sorry, fellas. I'm sorry. It's just always great to see people go at it. Yeah. About 50 years after he planted it, the sword was obviously too dangerous to just leave out there, so it went to the royal treasury.
Yep.
But I mean, the kingdom did pay to have this replica put in. It's very nice, isn't it? It's very believable.
Mhm. I think it's cute.
Exactly. It's a lovely little
I think
memorial
it's
without.
not funny.
Well, it's a lovely little memorial if it doesn't have, some person who's possibly evil come along, maybe cast a spell magic and just walk away with something that could lop off heads or purge deep. I don't really know what the sword did, but it
Out
was
of
definitely
character
magical.
here, how do I get a stone sword? I just want a stone with a hilt. Is this...
Yeah. Well,
Start with a stone, put a handle on it.
yeah.
I want to wield that now.
A whacking sword that'll never catch on.
I think it's a good idea. And even if people, don't think or figure out that it is a set piece, they'll come back, keep trying, and then get stronger and keep trying, and
Oh,
they'll be recognized for it.
Oh yeah, I mean back when obviously the nearby places there were a couple of village here that eventually just petered out and there, but apparently there was it was a bit of a holiday thing. I think around the summer solstice, so they'd come along, they'd invite travelers to do it, a lot of drinking, a lot of songs, and of course the same result, but it was a bit of a private joke, and then they'd tell the travelers as they go on. Well, unless they were bad sports, then they wouldn't tell them. So, yes, back to the hunt. Sorry, I just had to share that one. I like that one.
Well, I am glad you shared.
I hope it's fun.
And then we jump to, let's see here. It's another bits, and Fern is the one who graciously tries to get rid of most of the burrs on Subtle Storm and Afternoon Nap. Does it with a cloth over her hand, of course.
It is much appreciated.
Well, I just wanted to share a little bit of fun.
Ah, I
And-
had fun too.
And you can set yourselves over here.
And I didn't even have to work for it.
Mm-hmm.
Swing.
As you arrive in Cheswick Ground. It's a kind of weird to arrive at a village where there is no smoke trails in the air whatsoever. There's no sound of anything. You don't hear the clucking of chickens. You don't hear people stomping about or children screaming. None of the usual noises of just life at work. But you can see there's quite a lot of, scaffolding, a lot of bits and pieces, piles of material. Let's reveal a bit more as well. Well, here we are. It's a little eerie like this. And it is, for all intents and purposes, like it's a rustic village, but with the skeleton showing in a few places.
So why was this place abandoned again?
Oh well, it's sort of. I mean, it's not really abandoned at the moment. People are going to move back in. It's just a case of we had a terrible. It wasn't a proper one, but there was this awful caster man a year or two ago. Tried to subjugate the whole place, so cast earthquake and all, shook the place up, tore. Like a lot of the buildings were just crumbling. They really needed a good fixing up, and it took a while for the supplies and the workmanship to come along, and it's still in progress. But the idea is, hopefully before winter kicks in fully, this place will be up and running again. Right now, most of the people are living over in Rivet, living over in Pursefall.
Ah, okay. I just wanted to make sure that there wasn't anything nefarious and we weren't all going to die.
Well,
What?
I'm not ruling that out. As the DM, I cannot promise that death is not going to be a consequence here.
You're not the DM. You're a DNPC.
No, I'm a DM. I wouldn't call Fern a DMPC.
According to Roll20, you're a GM, not a DM. Get it right.
Yeah, I know, generic terms. Fuck that.
So I suppose let's go in, everybody.
Also, Ernest got to roll on that because he's short. So
I was wondering about that.
Yeah, because you were small and pathetic enough to actually see the stonework properly. Like the pathetic bit was just handy. A lovely 2, wonderful.
Yeah, well, that's why I picture like he's trying to pull it, but he's standing on the
Yeah,
crossguard while
exactly.
he's doing it, not because he can't get it. His legs don't go that far.
Despite what the map shows, there are no burning campfires.
Okay.
Alright.
There are workmen tents, but no workmen.
Where are the workmen?
Should be here.
What time is it? Can I generally tell? Where's the sun in the sky?
Yeah, it's just before noon.
They might have gone to an early lunch
Maybe,
or afternoon tea.
They would be in their camp.
or maybe they're doing a supply.
Maybe they went to find lunch.
Be out logging. You need some
Okay.
materials.
Yeah, that's what I was
I've
gonna
got a,
say. Maybe we're restocking.
I've got a sneaking suspicion here. Does everything look like it's been just left lying around? Tools, food, whatever?
No, actually, it all looks properly stowed away. There's no implication, there's no like dinner laying out or anything like that there. There's no tea on the
Right.
boil or whatnot.
So nothing like the Hobgoblin camp.
I mean, the same way of emptiness, but there's no indication that something was interrupted.
Alright. That's a good sign. Where would where would this laborer camp be? Fern.
We're here. They should be here. Certainly, it shouldn't be left like, unguarded completely.
Are there any windows into this building?
Yeah, this
Yeah.
seems like a building. I assume this here is the door?
Mm-hmm.
I'd knock at it.
There is no response. And Duncan, as you peer in, you can see that it is just. I mean, it's a mess, but obviously because it's mid construction.
Yeah, looks empty, everybody. I don't know.
Well, we should probably start looking for clues on where they went.
And it will also. I kind of forgot to point this out, but it doesn't really matter in a way. There was a lot of cart traffic back and forth on the path, on the road, but it also got blended up as many carts, many heavily laden ones. So kind of difficult to tell if your bear was among them, but certainly lots of wagons with, lumber, bricks, that sort of thing.
I'm going to try to look for potential tracks. Like, do I see where they all kind of like scooted off, or is it all along that main kind of path where it's impossible to tell?
Yeah, well, like I said, once you get to inside the village itself, like a lot of them veered off on the outskirts, and it's a case of this is actually properly paved sort of thing, despite the craziness of it.
Okay.
You're not really going to see a cart's progress. The arena of the building you're up to basically has no proper walls to it. You can see through it as a patchwork.
Mm-hmm.
How about the door here?
Buckthorn and Ace, you are approaching what looks like a modest graveyard. The door's closed.
Hey, open the door.
It's locked.
Should the doors be locked?
It would make sense, I suppose. I mean, this one looks pretty complete. Doesn't look like too much more work needs to be done on it.
This is going to be in service of the kingdom, so I'm going to try to open this door.
Okay.
In the service of the kingdom, I shall enter these privies.
It pops open. It's a very easy lock.
What's in here?
A common room with common things. A
It's
few.
unbearably common.
Yeah, although it does seem like it was used for a little bit of production. As you can see on the table, there is a big blueprint sprawled out and held down. Not for this building, it's for one next door to the one that afternoon nap was at.
Okay.
Rabbit and Midget, give me a roll of perception. Wow, you're both on form. All of these graves have been disturbed.
I don't like the look of this.
There's a very clear difference in the age and condition of the ground.
This
on
this
all of them.
isn't what it's supposed to look like.
Maybe we should
Nice.
return to the others.
Yeah, I'm a little. Yeah, I don't like this.
Do you hold his hand? It sounds like he needs it.
No.
I am following the rabbit because he does find him comforting. I made a distinct effort to follow the rabbit instead of everyone else.
I mean, big armor, big weapon, and big muscles. Yeah, that's a pretty good thing to have in this kind of
And
setting.
he doesn't look threatening. Like, it's not
Are you
scary.
sure? Look at his picture.
But look at the ears, though. The ears.
Does he? The most important thing, actually, we have to establish this with Sir Buckthorn. Does he have his tail showing?
It would be uncommon to see it.
He's not one of those cartoon rabbits, just like a cotton ball sticking out.
Yeah,
of
it's
his
not just
armor,
sticking out. It's like I don't cut a hole in my armor to have it visible.
Meanwhile, both cats.
Well, cats
I
use their
mean-
surveillance.
Mm-hmm.
Also,
I feel like a cat tail would have to be exposed.
Yeah, it does have
That
to
would
be.
uncomfortable. You know.
Yeah.
So we approach Mr. Fireball and say, of all the things undisturbed in the village, the one thing that should not be seems to have the most activity. I point up at the graveyard.
I just imagine Donkin's eyes crossing as you say that to him.
He means the things were messed with.
I mean, like the undead type of thing. Is that possible?
I don't know. Maybe someone was digging. Did all the campers die recently? I don't know.
Well, how old are the graves? These are for the villagers, right? These are old, not new.
Yeah, they're
They're
pretty
supposed
old.
to be.
Something happened.
The graves are old, but the Ore are gone.
Fiore, I guess. The
Oh
Oreos
yay!
are
Oh
missing.
yay! Oh yay!
Some of those graves were double stuff.
Let's get back to the others. Let's maintain a closer formation now. If there's undead about.
Let's see what this house holds I before. Can I open the door actually? Is it
No,
locked?
it's locked.
Alright.
Ba-da-da-da.
Can I try to kick it open?
You can try, yeah. Roll athletics.
Does
Give it a
17
good solid
do
boot and fucking break it.
Nice.
Which, the rest of you all hear, because it's the only big noise that has just happened.
Ernace jumps.
Ernest, Sir Buckthorn! The undead are right here! Come on! Around the corner, quick! Ah!
Just fire your spells off immediately. Don't check targets.
I cast Magic Missile immediately coming around the corner.
Your mother's ugly and your father's fat.
It's fine, it's fine.
It's just
I
a very
just
violent
opened that
cat.
door.
False alarm, false alarm.
Even though I can't properly do it, there is also a yelp from Farron.
Be on the lookout for undead, everybody, just so you're aware.
Why would we be on the lookout for undead?
Disturbed graves, apparently.
I like the one who got the information secondhand is the
okay.
one providing it.
That is not very comforting.
Well, Ernace is slightly frightened.
Let's see.
It's the same deal as what Subtle Storm came into. It is a common room, but also bare furnishings. Nothing that was ever...
Did you say bears?
Yes, bare furnishings. The carpet, the walls, the fireplace, all made from bear.
Oh no. The door closes. Teeth appear. It is a bear mimic.
Is the
Is
hope
there a
that the
pair of
next room...
bare feet slippers?
Bare feet slippers and also bear slippers.
Can I take them for my feet?
We're not stealing.
You open this one?
So, this door, yes.
Yeah, it opens up. How many people have internal locks in their home?
Alright, just checking the rest of the rooms.
I mean, mainly just to dissuade
Oh,
people from walking
where's
into
the
the
door to get
bathroom
into
when
the
I'm in it.
darkened half of the common room?
Yeah, it's
There you go.
basically just
I gotta go in.
looking inside everything, see if there are any corpses or people hiding in there.
Yeah. Not much indication at all of anything.
And all of this is still under construction, so there's actually not much furnishing, I assume.
Just what you see, really, but it's a case of it's much more organized and sort of empty of personal effects. So you get the big furniture, but not much else.
Alright.
Then into here?
It's a bedroom. Sparse. 2 beds.
Ah.
Small.
And this one as well, I think.
Nobody
And
has
that's the
2
pretty, I
beds.
assume.
You're right, this person has 3 beds.
What are they, rich?
Possibly, they do have a field.
This is true.
They have a bigger yard than the others.
Well, this one has a double bed, but
Mhm.
no garden.
However, as Gimli would say, that still only counts as one. And-
That's the
And you
storage
find a
area.
storeroom that is just labeled up with various construction bits. Bricks, mortar, various types of
Okay.
small cut lumber. And subtle, you find exactly the same kind of thing. Smaller building materials. Lots of wooden wedges.
Alright.
Hmm.
That is intriguing.
I mean,
You know
it's
what? Just in
artful.
case.
It is artfully arranged.
I'm gonna cast Longstrider on myself just in case while we're here.
And this over here is just scaffolding, I assume.
Yep.
Alright. Nothing in here either. I'll follow up to the rest of the group.
Oh, yeah, I suppose it's just scaffolding, so I'll reveal it. There we go. There is no response.
I go to open the door, and if not, I go to pick it.
Into the mic, please, but you'll have to go to picking.
Oh, I'm gonna have to reload this page because for some reason it. Oh, never mind, I fixed it. Hold on, let me adjust this properly.
Rattle, rattle. It stays locked. You really put your effort in. It's still locked.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Guys, come here.
Hmm?
I
Rattle,
can't
rattle.
unlock this one.
And it's confusing as hell because you look at the padlock, it's... Well, it's not a padlock, but you know what I mean. It's a big, chunky interior lock. This should be child's play. Alright, stop spamming it. It's not gonna help, but stop spamming it.
I know. I know.
Okay.
Alright, you boot
Wait.
subtle storm into the door.
Does anybody have a knock spell?
Not. I don't think Subtle Storm, but I don't see anything as I step behind her and kick the door while she's fidgeting with the lock.
Does anybody have a knock spell?
It reacts a little bit, but it does not open.
Huh.
I mean, I can open the door, but the rest of the house won't be there anymore.
I mean, a lock is easier to replace than the whole house. What was? Serena, could you give it a try?
Certainly.
Oop.
Uh,
You
If
feel
there's
it?
some windows, I can maybe teleport in and open it from inside.
can I assist for advantage for Serena?
Well, you've already had a go.
All right.
Are
As
there
for
any open
windows,
windows on this place?
well, not windows, shutters. They are closed on this one. They were closed on a few of the others too. It's not an abnormal thing.
Um,
Is it a one-story building or 2 stories?
One.
All right.
Are there windows I can see into?
I already answered that. They're shuttered.
Sure.
But that's also a case with most of the windows you've seen so far. Because these people couldn't afford glass.
And I'm also fairly certain there wouldn't be a window opening on the roof.
We might be destroying the door.
I'd rather you didn't. Maybe this is a wizard's house or something? It could be dangerous.
Nobody's
Wizards aren't
answering.
dangerous.
Nobody's
Okay.
here. This is kind of an emergency because potentially workers might be in danger.
There are other buildings we can look through first, right?
Can I climb on the roof?
Yes.
I would do so. Yeah, I'm on the roof. Is there any sort of opening there?
There is a chimney.
Alright. I'm not crawling through the chimney. But while I'm up here, I suppose I could take a look around from a higher vantage point. Is there anything of interest around in this
I mean, it's a village.
settlement? But no other movement in terms of undead or anything.
Well, give me a perception roll.
Okay. 13.
Nothing's really catching your eye as you give a perusal. Just a larger building down a small bit and a couple more structures to the south.
Alright. Nothing of interest I could see. Well, Sir Buckthorn, would you like to give the door a try?
If this turns out the same as the sword, I'll be disappointed.
It does not relent.
Is it made of stone?
It's definitely not made of stone, but I mean, you feel along. It feels like wood, but as you're bashing into it, you don't feel it properly giving as much as it should.
But
Like
not in the way that something behind it would feel.
Doesn't feel like it's the thing. Like it's hard to tell because it's not really flexing as you'd expect. You, for all the force you put in, you expect to hear snapping, cricking. You know, fibers snapping. None of that.
Okay, can we break open the window instead, maybe? That could be easier. What do you all think?
The whole
let's
thing's
give it a
probably
go.
magically protected, but can you see down the chimney into the living room, or just it's all too dark in there?
It's a chimney. I don't assume I can see a whole lot, but I guess I can give it a try.
Ah, it's pitch black.
Yeah,
Yeah, I figured.
about what I expected.
Nobody has dispel magic.
I don't.
I poke Fireboy.
Okay, look at me and think about what kind of spells I actually studied.
Ray of Frost, right?
Ice spells.
I
You clearly
do-
do ice spells.
I do have one ice spell, just to change it up a little bit. I never use it, it's not prepared, but I do have it.
Do you have something you could launch at a door?
Lots of shit.
Or an ace.
So we're at the point of burning the house down, I see.
I'd rather we didn't.
No, I don't want to burn the house down. I just want the door open.
No.
I mean, one meteor will probably do it, but I think it's probably magically protected. I don't want that to happen, like it bounces back.
I mean, a window would probably be enough too, if the door won't budge.
We could just check the other buildings first. Maybe maybe they're just down south somewhere.
Ernest, can you do anything, Snookums?
Do the windows have the hinges or the shutters on the outside?
No. Shutters are mounted internally.
Alright.
Is there another door?
There is. It's got a back door.
Oh.
I will try the back door.
Locked.
Hmm.
Are certainly unmoving. Again, it feels like wood.
Ernest, do you have any spells?
Push talk.
He's not saying anything.
Okay.
I asked if you had any spells we could use.
Oh, okay. I couldn't hear you. I don't think so. I mean, we can like be hard to see.
We don't want the door to be invisible. We want the door to go away.
Exactly. So I don't think so. I don't even think I have a set of thieves' tools. Well, you do.
I've
though.
already done that.
Yeah. I could heat the door. I don't know.
I go around to the back door and I try to kick that one off. Is that athletics?
Yes. It does
I
not
believe you
relent.
kicked the door. Yeah.
I give up.
Again, you get that same sensation of Buckthorn where you put everything you had into that. It hurt a bit.
What do you mean you give up? You only tried it once. You gotta do it.
But you don't get the
Try.
sensation of like fibers snapping or of anything breaking underneath you either.
It's magically protected. What about this place?
Partially built, partially not. Could have actually just revealed it. There we go. Looks like it could be a lovely one bedroom.
Can thunderclap damage inanimate objects?
Click the spell.
The con save.
Might specify creatures.
First, can be heard. Each creature. Yeah, shit. Never mind. You are right.
Well, see if
I mean,
it
I
says
could
anything
blast
else.
it with a fireball, but
Because sometimes it'll talk about each creature, but then it'll specify that object's in.
No, it just says each creature within range must make a Constitution saving throw or take 1d6 thunder damage. Just says creature. He's right.
Yeah, it's cantrip, so like acid splash and all
it's just
doesn't
a cantrip.
says it doesn't work on objects too.
And I
Try this
can't
building.
command it to open because it says creature. Although that would be funny.
Another locked door.
Well, hopefully this is not magically warded.
I challenge the door to a duel.
Hang on.
Can you do that?
It makes a save.
Oh no.
You're able to pop the lock,
I open the door.
and you step in like a cock of a walk.
Me and the door are friends now.
Okay, just remember, after a minute, that will become your enemy.
Yeah. It's Guild Wars 2 all over again. It's PV door.
Just warning you now. Again,
I
a lovely,
open this.
a nice common room, a lovely kitchen, although, you know, destocked.
Okay.
Bedroom and side chick bedroom. I don't know, it's kind of a weird layout. It's like your kid's room and then your main bedroom. You have to walk through it.
Okay, and then how to continue through, I guess this way?
No, that's the end of the house. Hang on. You gotta reveal stuff. There we go.
Oh, okay. And this one's broken in.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna investigate it.
Are you?
Oh no.
Well, it's a question. Are you?
Yes.
Then you might want to click actually investigate.
In the meantime, afternoon nap will get off the roof begrudgingly.
This door may
To
have
go
died of
ahead.
natural causes.
Okay, I keep exploring the house.
I mean, it's the first sign you've seen of something properly forceful and destructive, but evidence-wise, you're not really sure.
Does this look like it was there before, or does this look new?
What was?
Of the destruction.
Well, the
Oh.
walls are standing.
I guess I'll give it a look too.
Get a furrow once over. It's definitely been bashed in. I mean, it actually now matches the door to the north.
Yeah.
So, definitely
That's
resembles
justified.
forced entry inwards, not outwards.
Okay. And how long ago was it? Is this fresh or?
Well, hang on. So the storm the area you're in actually has a semblance of purpose. There's a lot of saws and woodworking tools here. And they look thoroughly dinged up. Like there is broken bandsaws, there's chipped axes, frayed handles. It looks like some of the stuff's being dismantled to be recycled and added to other things that are still working.
So, like, potentially this might have actually been a building that was used.
Potentially.
So is there any way to determine how long ago it's been since stuff has been broken in?
Not really. You can't really check the rings on the broken part of the door for it to count.
No, but I mean, is there any signs of weather or something? Like, has it been just a couple of days or months?
Indication of slight water damage on the threshold. But it's not been a turbulent season at all.
So relatively fresh still. Okay.
I just see a fucking zooming icon.
Mm-hmm. Try the double door.
Ah, there.
It swings open.
I go.
There's a
in.
nice
There we go.
river.
This one actually has a bit more of a lived-in look to it. It's a case of, the chairs are not in the proper orientation. There's a lot of scuff marks, a lot of dirt and all on the tables.
So they've been using this probably as their primary.
And the door opens.
Oh, there's up. Is that downstairs or upstairs?
Well, it's not on the map, so ignore it.
Oh, okay.
It's a closet. Because it's not like
Okay.
this map has an extra layer anywhere, so I don't know why they put that there. You do get a very faint odor from the bedrooms.
Ah,
The vaguest hint of sweat. Same thing here, although more like it's still old and vague, but it's condensed.
okay, yeah.
That's a general theme for the rest of the building too.
Hmm. So I'm not seeing anything like a sign of a struggle or anything problematic.
Yeah.
I go back out, come back around, and come to this one over here.
Locked. The lock does not relent.
Guys, I can't tell if I'm dumb or if I've done it again.
I mean, clearly
It's
nobody
another
hears you.
one. It's another one. Oh, I'm calling up.
Uh,
I
after the
can't.
nap
I can't open
will,
it.
After the nap will take. Dip in the river here, get rid of the remains of the weed stuffs that cling to the fur. Actually, what happens if the genasi takes a dip in the water?
He's probably fine. Otherwise, he'd be really, really, really smelly.
But does the water start to boil?
Hmm.
Can he
Probably
even
not.
have a cold bath?
Who would have a cold bath?
I don't know. Water genasi maybe? Or sea
Yeah, or
elves?
sea
They're
elves,
used to
tritons,
that?
maybe. Any
Yeah.
ocean dwellers, true.
Yeah.
I bathe in fire.
Duncan, from your position, you can see something very important.
Ah, shortcuts always pay off.
A subtle storm walks away saying, "Guys, I can't open this one." You see that it's open down here. It's literally the design of it.
Hey, Storm, maybe check the other side of the building entirely.
Oh,
It's wide open.
thank you.
Yeah, I got eyes.
Although, give me a con save. The cat, not the genasi.
I have to hop a fence, so I might actually die.
Good point. Con save. You're a nerd.
Alright.
You almost get a splinter.
Oh.
Instead, you get a rusty nail.
I'm
No, no,
I sure hope
tetanus.
tetanus shots exist. Donkin's vaccinated, right?
Storm, your nose is all kind of horribly irritated right now. There's a lot of sawdust and particles in the air here because of the open door.
Great. I'll do an investigation and then get out of here. No idea.
Lot of wood that is no longer solid.
Guys, I can't find anything. We need to bust in this door.
To say it another way, she saw dust.
Oh. You know, that would be really good kindling. It's just one building, right, guys? It's just
It would
one.
fucking blow up, yeah.
It's just one building.
It's like when... I mean, fire just leaps around in airborne powder. It fucking loves it.
Makes pretty colors. Should I throw meteors at the door? They're not supposed to catch anything on fire, but they might.
Probably best not to.
During this time, Fern has been visited by two lovely birds.
Oh, okay.
Which each have
You know-
message
Fern.
tubes. Oh, I'm just getting initial reports.
Okay.
So that's a worry. How is your one gone?
Well, we can't find anything.
It's really bad.
We're gonna.
There should always be at least a couple of people here. I mean, you can't just leave it undefended.
That's what I'm saying. We're gonna have to bust down the door of the one place that's magically locked.
I mean, they even stole the corpses, so why would we expect living people here?
Oh, you have no idea. And I just said they were disturbed.
Could have been grave robbers just looking for like jewelry, but that seems unlikely.
Alright.
So I'm just warning you. We're gonna have to try to break some doors down to get into the one place because it might be important.
I've kind of got some bad news as well.
What?
This is Taggant's note here. Wow, I didn't. A pack of manticores apparently ran a carriage off the road.
Well, that's
Oh,
not
dear.
great.
It's
Heck.
yeah, they're pack hunters. Bit to the west of us.
Okay.
I mean, we're not getting much progress here. Do we have time to go help? Or was this a while ago?
Well, bird flight and all that there. I mean, it probably wouldn't be too long. And apparently, this one's from Rafferty. As far as he can tell, there's no smoke at all coming from Pursefall. He thought after we talked about the camp and all of it, that'd be important to know.
Hmm.
There should be smoke from a village.
There should be. Somebody's taking people wholesale and not leaving a trace.
I hear it's
Duncan,
cheaper that way.
Duncan, shoot the door.
Okay, should I start with something light or just go all out?
Light in case it goes bonkers.
Go all out.
Well, actually, first, have we just tried shouting and see if there's anyone in there? Like, who barricaded
knocked.
themselves in?
We can knock again.
Or just say, hello, we're human beings, mostly?
Knock, knock, knock.
Literally two. That's it. You got two human beings here, and one's not technically a member of the party.
Oh, I just realized I have detect magic. I should probably do that.
Yes, you should.
Give me 10 minutes.
I start getting buckets of water because I have a feeling that we're gonna need them.
I understand it's important just in case and all, but this does seem it might be a bit extreme.
Well, first I'm just doing detect magic, a very nice casual spell.
Ernest will help with the buckets. He's standing on a bucket to grab another bucket.
After 10 minutes, your special eyes kick in. The only thing you see with a glow of magic is the rope of a well.
Huh. That's either very convenient or slightly weird. Someone, is there maybe a command word for that rope, do you think?
It has abjuration on it.
Okay.
Okay.
What?
Bring up... I'm a wizard. I know about these things, I'm sure.
Oh, and of course there's also the flower garden that is Sir Buckthorn's back with the javelin.
So, can we
Anything on
look
the back?
inside the well?
Yes,
Is there anything inside?
water.
I was just using it, and yeah.
Alright. How deep until the water starts?
Rough estimate, like 20 feet.
Alright. Well, down the well I go.
Is that a good idea? People drink that.
Ooh,
I
there's nobody here.
Well,
I just took
in
a
theory.
bath in the. I just took a bath in the river. It's fine.
Alright, you're now surrounded by the cold, wet stone of the well. Are you
As
clinging
I
to the
climb
wall or the rope?
the magically enchanted rope.
Alright.
Does anything unusual happen as I climb down?
Nope.
Alright. And in the water is nothing either.
As far as your dark vision can tell you, and how little clarity there is in the surface of water now.
Hmm. Okay. I go deeper until I hit ground.
What's your con mod?
If you are referring to breathing underwater, I can do that.
Okay. You reach the bottom.
Alright. Is it any sort of cavern or just a really deep hole?
Nah, it's just plugged into an aquifer.
Okay. I come back up. Alright. There's nothing really down there. I don't really see why anyone would put a rope here, an enchanted rope.
Well, the obvious thing would be to save the trouble of hauling it up, if it can, wrap itself up around this little stick. But there's
I
probably a command
suppose.
word we just don't know.
But wouldn't that be transmutation rather than abjuration?
I'm not a wizard. I don't know.
Abjurations, Duncan, are usually in the flavor of protection spells.
Protect the water, maybe.
I guess.
Could just
Probably
take it.
Some sort of purify magic, perhaps? I'm not sure if that is.
I could
abjuration
identify it, but it
magic.
would take another 10 minutes.
I mean, I think we do have those 10 minutes.
I mean, are we gonna go help the cart that's being attacked by manticores? We could just take it with us and do it on
Is
the
it
way.
being attacked right now?
Yeah, it's kind of pressing
Oh.
news.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
That's
we
why
can-
when Subtle Storm asked if it's nearby, I said yes.
Mm-hmm.
Then maybe we should do that.
Yes, we should.
We should have, yes.
Can we just fire a shot at the door and then get going?
Oh. We go now.
We have to go inside if I open the door.
Which way is
Yeah.
the cart?
You don't have a cart.
No, the one being attacked.
No.
I just start walking off in that direction.
Yeah, to the left.
Yeah. I follow
saying.
straight up.
I'm
I
just
did not
saying.
realize this was so.
Just you wait, you're gonna get back in the village and the house will be gone. You'll just see footprints of where it was.
Yeah, I'm just saying, if we get back here and find out whoever the big bad guy is in
Then
that
set it on
thing-
fire.
I'm not saying we should set it on fire. I'm just saying a spell at the front door. If it's not
does not-
magical, why does it not do the thing?
Who's the
Fine.
one-
I give it an Eldritch Blast.
You hit?
Plus- Okay.
2 beams.
That misses.
You missed a house.
Nope. Well, he
How's
missed
that
the
even
door
possible?
specifically.
Alright. It gets hit by 5 force damage.
No, it does not.
Okay.
You get hit by 5 force damage as your Eldritch Blast comes back to you.
Ouch.
Good
The
thing
reason
you
I didn't
missed.
want to cast a 3rd level spell.
I thought you
Alright.
said
Are
that
you
there
happy
wasn't
now?
magic on the door.
There is no magic signature as you look with detect magic.
Alright. As I rub the now bloody nose. Can we go now? Clearly, this house can defend itself.
Yes, let's go, but then we're gonna have to come back with somebody who could potentially open magical doors.
Well, now let's save some people.
Okay.
That was always the intention.
Mm-hmm.
Now to get this map prepped. Wish it was a better tool for revealing Fog of War.
It'd be nice if just the dynamic lighting worked.
Well, I don't have a subscription for that.
Yeah, but like their built-in tool is still so not great.
Yeah, and it breaks frequently.
Heavy on the
Actually, how
lag.
I know.
It's just random objects or their walls, I guess.
Just out of nowhere.
So, you don't have to put yourselves in the map just yet, but this is the scene you can witness from a distance. There are numerous corpses. There is an upturned cart that's been smashed up a bit. Although, contrary to how it looks in the map, it is actually just a walled-off cart. But has been thoroughly smashed. No sign of horses. And yes, you'll be entering from that side. Refocus the camera. There we go.
Thank you.
So how dead do these people look?
Very dead. They're not
Like-
moving.
Like immediately dead, or dead for a little bit?
Well, let me go through the list then. This little piggy lost his toes. This little piggy was roast beef. This one's missing his head. This one is part of the wall. This one's dangling from a tree branch. This one's slumped against the carriage. Hard to tell.
Ooh.
There is also many spikes lodged around the place.
Mm-hmm.
A grisly sight, but I'm sure their souls will take comfort that we figured out a door.
Oh hush, they were probably already dead by the time
You
we showed
haven't
up.
figured the door out, you merely have more characteristics of the door. Figure it out would be the door being open.
So, of the ones, the least plausibly dead person was the one by the car.
Yep.
Approach them. How dead are they?
As you get to them, it's hard to tell initially. Like, there's no big massive welts of blood or anything on the front, but then you check the back of the head, and that's part of the axle in there.
Like, lay on hands. It's going nowhere. It's going to ground.
And then there's a spike. Where is it? Where did I put their statistics? This is one of my big... Oh, there we go. This one would have been the softest target it could see. Duncan. Does a 16 strike your whiz?
Fucking just barely. I could have blocked it if it was fucking one less.
Wait, your shield is that shit?
It's a +2 for my arcane recovery. Or not, arcane deflection, I mean.
There's a lodgement of a spike.
Oh, I'm almost dead.
Ow for him.
As one of
Not
them
good,
flaps
not
down
good.
here. Descending from the air. Look down at you
Wish I had
all.
some good reaction spells. I don't, though.
Yeah. You can also see in its maw, it's still currently chewing part of a horse.
Well, was that a surprise attack?
Yeah.
Okay, so I probably couldn't silvery barbs it.
And it's eyeing you.
Oh, wrong one. I mean this one.
Oh, okay, so we're going straight into initiative.
I mean, I have to. This time, I'm actually justified.
Are
Do I get
you?
my,
Is
two
this
off with the-
is this justified, really? Oh shit, I forgot to clear this. Hang on.
Do I get my first 2 off as before initiative?
No. The moment you start casting, it's on.
Okay.
Let's see. So add or add yourself. So just fix your number.
Yeah, I just rolled again to add myself. I'll fix my number.
Maybe I am gonna do it immediately.
Yeah.
We are all very speedy.
To be fair, big
We kind of
spike.
expected this.
Yeah. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's everyone yet? Who's anyone missing? No, it doesn't look like it.
Squid Cat.
Ah.
Yeah, I got deleted again. Let me put myself back on. Can I use my previous roll?
Yes.
Alright.
Yeah, just do what I did. Roll to put yourself on and then change it.
Yeah.
No.
Move Fern up. Okay. So it is indeed your turn, Duncan.
Is this part like over here high enough to actually provide some cover from where it is right now?
Yeah. It would be total cover.
Well, first of all, my 2 meteors come out.
You cast your
Yum.
spell, yes.
Bop, bop.
As I try to remember, yeah. Fails on both.
There we go.
Two powerful welting strikes.
Is there a way to leave a number on here? 4 left. Okay.
As it
So
just
with that up,
as it chomps through a remaining flank of horse it had in its maw in reaction to the pain.
yeah. Huh. Hello, good rabbits. I'm going to hide here now.
Is that your turn?
Yeah, about as much as I can do, yeah.
You hear a deep guttural voice. I'll feast on your heart.
I don't think he has one.
The bunny does.
He doesn't have a heart. He has a fey-like construct of an organ that pumps magic through his veins. His massive cock-like veins.
They're so big because they have to pump tiny little hearts that go along for the ride.
So many little pixies in his bloodstream.
I have to move closer. That's not what I want to do. There we go. And Chuck. Nope.
Nope.
Chuck.
Yes. Also, Subtle Storm, from your position, you see something in the trees.
Uh-oh. Oh no.
Oh, they're coming from. They're in the trees. When the trees start
Guys,
speaking,
there's another one over there. I point.
As you point at it, though, you also notice its wings are ragged, and it's got quite a few lumps taken out of its side, along with just a horrific pallidness to its face.
well, we didn't do that. That means there's
There
something
seems
bigger.
to be a dying manticore in the bush.
Oh, that means there's something bigger.
Hey, it could be the other manticore. I don't know. They seem pretty fucking violent.
It turns its
Shall
head
we-
at you, Subtle, when you yell about it, and tries to talk, but it's just an effluence of vomit.
It's throwing up.
Thank you.
Yeah. It's important tactical information. Alright, Nap.
Clearly, we have infringed upon a lover's quarrel.
Mm,
It is unseemly for us to continue this combat.
The one that shot spikes at us gets maybe pulled over.
That's a hit.
Alright. Ah, that's 2 hits.
Some heavy, serious blows against it.
23. And pull 10 feet towards me.
Yep, as it's trying to dig in its claws, it's scuffing down the side.
And I will also take cover.
Zarina.
And let's see. I remember how to do this right. Okay. Go here with my free item interaction. I draw my crossbow, and I will attempt to take a shot at it. Nope.
Nope.
Yep, that's it.
All right, Bernice.
That's a good idea. I don't want to get too close to that thing. Oh,
Your
drat.
bolt also does not want to get close to that thing.
Well, A for effort. That's all I got.
Okay, and also Fern would have followed along, taking the dot action now. Buckthorn, as you're taking cover alongside Donkin at the carriage, you do get to peer inside it and give me a con save.
Oh no.
That was a bad roll.
You are at disadvantage on your first attack because what you see inside unsettles you. You are a tough warrior, a proud knight, but inside there is the congealed offal of many, many things and people, wadded up on the sides and rotted and chewed.
That's some Darkest Dungeon interaction crap right there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it could have been a war criminal. Would have had advantage.
Wait, already rotted?
Yes, Nil?
So it's inside, but on it, but wadded up and chewed.
Yeah.
Why is it inside the cart?
Don't question then.
So basically it looks like the insides of the scarecrows.
I'm choosing to change my opinion of hiding behind the cart. I come into the clearance here, and okay, we'll disadvantage first.
It's okay if you think that's a disadvantage. Wait till you see the next turn.
Well, that missed.
Yep.
Most likely.
But you can throw again as it returns to your hand after you mutter its command word.
La Rouli.
It would actually be a
Yes.
disadvantage anyway, just from a distance.
I thought it was okay.
Oh no, that one, yeah, because it's just because
Yeah.
you get the standard stats in there. Yeah, it's fine at long range. 15 is a hit. And a whopping 11 lodging in its side before teleporting back to your hand. This thing is on its last legs already and is feeling very pissed off. But its eyes do go past you, Sir Buckthorn. Because
What is it?
Hmm?
Oh, sorry. What is it looking past towards? Is that
Something
one
that
bonus
rolled
action
like
left?
shit and didn't affect the balance of the combat. As its pax mates will show up. But they got a 13.
Okay. With the double attack, I can still do the bonus action, right?
What was your bonus action? But yeah.
Throw a shield on someone.
Yeah.
Because the fool mage is standing by that cart that I don't trust anymore, and had already drawn the ire of two beasts now that we know of. I give him 2 more AC.
Excellent. Now I'm basically wearing plate.
And I move behind the bushes here to break my vision from that horrid cart.
Then, tragically, something you did not expect to occur happens. As a lethargic roar comes from behind you, but it's a case of there's a flapping of wings, but it's not going in the air. There's a horrifically loud burp as well as something clambers up behind you.
How fat is this manicore?
It's not rotund or plump. It's a case of it looks very well fed.
Does it hate Mondays?
It's ambivalent, but it hates Tuesdays. Really can't stand them.
Only every other Tuesday, though.
And also,
That's the day that his party can't make D&D.
And also from the south, another one clambers its way up. This one also kind of slow and ponderous, but it looks really pale around the face. You were told it was a pack of manticores.
Yeah,
Yes.
This is true. That doesn't mean I have to like it.
It didn't say on the note how many came per pack.
Yeah, like how was I supposed to know it was like a 4-pack?
So that's gonna be 2 for the bunny. Nice.
Wow.
And 2 at disadvantage for Donkin. Well, let's see. Let's think the path here. Yeah, 1 for Donkin, 1 for the cat. I can actually get some eyes on him. If I could list it there. There we go, man. More spike. So this is Donk. This is cat.
You guys are good.
Well, you've interrupted them after a feeding. And something's not agreeing with a couple of them. This one here, who has been fucking devastated, takes flight and fucks off, heading northwards at full speed.
That's right, you better run or fly.
5, 10. This one takes a bit of cover behind the logs and hurls spikes over at Donkin. Here we go. There we go, an actual
yeah.
hit.
I can't block that.
Yeah.
Can I use silvery barbs?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Although it's already disadvantaged, so does it add another roll?
Oh, is it? Oh, it's already at disadvantage.
Yeah.
Okay. No, I don't think so. I didn't notice. I thought the 10 was a normal. Never mind.
Yeah, it's 11 damage on the whiz.
Yeah, I'm almost dead. Good thing I have high con.
It again tries to offer up something, but there's just this swarm of viscous gray stuff coming out of it. It's too thick to be a fluid, but it seems to pour like it. And then it just flops down prone behind the tree trunk.
I mean, it already happened, but it says it forces it to re-roll. How would that work with disadvantage?
Yeah,
I'm
it's just.
gonna.
I think it's just one of the complaints about silvery barbs.
Yeah, we'll just let it stand. I'll only use it on
It's the
normal.
fact that it's at the disadvantage, like putting like super disadvantage is a weird.
Because it says just re-roll.
Yeah.
But because it's weird. It's not like disadvantage and then give your ally an advantage. It's a weird spell.
I know, putting something at further disadvantage is a bit of a weird one.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna say it can't happen.
Duncan.
Ah. The way this is worded, I'm not sure if I can, because when I cast minute meteors, I'll just like it specifies on a bonus action on the turn after I can use that bonus action to fire 2 more. Can I use my action then to recast and do 2 more on the same turn?
No, it's concentration, man.
Oh yeah, shit. So I could.
So I mean, you could use your bonus action to throw Rose Bound, and then you can only do a cantrip, or you use your action to just make a new one and lose the ones you've got.
I mean, I might as well do 2 in a cantrip.
Yeah, there you go. So who are you attacking?
Let's start with let's start with the cantrip because I'm classy. Firebolt for this guy. No, I don't think that's gonna hit him.
It was even a disadvantage. It's prone behind cover.
Right? Yeah. If I can, I'll just blow him up. What's the other one that hit Donkin? Besides this guy?
He was the only one that did. The other one flew off.
Oh, okay. He was the guy who. Okay. Yeah, I'll do two. This guy. Let's see. Bop. Bop.
Wow. Fucking garbage.
There's 20 sides on that die, but I don't believe it.
Yeah. There is a great, horribly wet guttering of pain from it. It even had a little +2 benefit from being in cover, too. That was a fun one talked about with Rena, the ridiculousness of if you interpret things as they're written intentionally, then Lightning Bolt is terrible because every monster you hit after the first one in a line gets +2 on its dex save because it's in cover from the creature in front of it.
You heard it here, folks. We're doing this campaign raw.
I will also run over here and go prone.
Yeah. Also a con save. Because you can't help but notice the inside of it as you run past.
War crimes? Do I get advantage for war crimes?
You weren't in the war crimes, you just always hoped you would be.
Con save.
Yeah, you're able to keep it down.
I could have done war crimes.
Subtle Storm.
One, two.
I assume on this one?
Yeah.
Both those do hit.
Oh. Oh. That's my turn. I'm
Just
hiding.
hiding away. Afternoon,
Back
give me a
and
con.
hide.
Afternoon, give me a con save. As your eyes can't help but look inside the cart. But you're a cat, so you're a sociopath, and it doesn't really matter.
I really could have done war
Yeah.
crimes.
I've done worse. Mm. This one. Let's give Buckthorn a chance to get personal. Maybe.
2 hits?
Both?
Yeah.
Alright. That will be 17 damage.
Yeah, another heavy shaving of its side. Although there is also a ponderous... Like, you were expecting a jiggle from how bloated it is. No, its stomach is taut. Unpleasantly so. It looks real upset that it got hit like that.
And now it's all up to Buckthorn.
It just wants to fucking sit down. Serena.
It might even have to poop.
It might, but we don't think about that.
You're gonna say poop again, aren't you? No, I commanded it to eat.
That's just so awful. Move here, free item interaction to stow the Spo. And then I'm going to try to grapple the Manticore.
Okay.
28.
Yeah, it can't defeat that. Almost did, though. Like, it went as hard as
You
it
tried.
could. Yeah. It is now grappled.
Does a 26 hit?
Yep.
And it gets punched for 7 damage.
It's not pleasant when you hit it, because there's a horrific rising up from it, and then a awful belch that pins back Buckthorn's ears.
Ugh.
Your own hair
Oh.
wafts back as well.
Well, at least it ain't going anywhere.
Vern comes in to help. Oop, that should not be the GM. That's a miss. That's a miss as well. She got 12 twice.
Oof.
Alright. Ernace. You went to college for this. What are you gonna do?
Yeah. Well, she's got it grappled, so he's feeling bold.
That's a hit. It's, in a way, bold. There's this horrible moment as you're pushing in with your rapier and just watch the blade bend.
I mean, it did more damage than the vicious mockery would have.
I know, but it's just a case of you stab that heroically, and then you're thinking, okay, I've got through the hide. It should just keep going, right? But then you just see it's hitting something solid.
It looked so soft.
Anything else?
He's kind of overhand, just. That's all I got.
What chord?
Well, I have a captive audience here. Wild stabbing. Let's go.
A hit?
Not a
Sort
great
of.
roll.
Yikes.
Another
What are these
hit.
rolls.
Yeah, good rolls though on the actual hitting though. That's the important part.
Yeah. I mean, damage is damage, you're right.
And you are carving off a chunk of its flank, and some of its meal starts to leak out. I'm not going to tell you from where, but right now it's distressed.
Is it where the coffee comes from?
What?
The leg?
Oh, yeah, it comes from the leg now. Shit.
Coffee stored in the bowls. Yeah.
Nah, not yet. But I could work on that.
No, that was the
doesn't-
milk. That
oh,
was the milk
no.
dispenser.
No, he kind of had like, you know where a dog's nipples are? That's where the milk came out.
But can
Why?
I add my wrathful smite to that as well?
Well, your normal smite. You would have had to declare your Wrathful Smite cast.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say that's not where the milk comes from anymore. It's all in the leg.
It's not the same. It adds at the same time. There's a certain method to the madness when you added them separately.
She has a way for you to delay it.
We're just so happy that Gaddix isn't drinking his coffee from the anus of his robot dog.
As it turns out, it was actually pretty good coffee this whole time.
It's a construct. Y'all are babies.
Yeah, right now you can do your normal smite.
Yeah, I'm looking at the spell level stuff.
2d8 level 1.
Plus 1d8 for each one higher.
It is not a fiend or undead.
Let's use a big one.
Hey.
It's one of those green numbers, not a red one.
That's a pretty good roll, actually.
Yeah, that's a level 2 one.
8, 7.
And you smash down through its skull. It is deceased.
Does
There
it
is-
stop emitting effluence everywhere?
No, that's the problem. By ripping
It
apart
works.
its head with your Wrathful Smite, there is now no proper closure. So it just starts to slide out. It was overstuffed.
He quickly pulls his handkerchief out. Oh, that's nasty. Oh.
Overstuffed manticore sausage.
There's mostly horse, some oxen, and there's some recognizable human bits there but haven't been digested yet.
Ernest chokes back some vomit. He kind of threw up in his mouth a little.
But as a halfling, he savors it. It's still food.
Oh, no, it wasn't. It wasn't better the second time. It was not.
Do I still have my bonus, or did that get consumed somehow?
No, you got your bonus.
Yeah. Because it would be the quickest way away, I'm going to burn a rabbit hop just to get away from this thing. That
He's
gives
got
me
the right idea. I need stilts.
15 feet.
This one
That
takes a
is-
look at how the fight has been going and starts to crawl away. As it's huffing, puffing, and leaving a trail behind it. Don't want trouble. Don't want trouble.
That's a lie.
It's crawling away while shitting, pissing, and vomiting.
Still gonna kill it.
Because yeah, the second it's feeling better, then it'll want trouble.
And the other one raises his head up, its tail aiming, and keels over dead. Duncan.
Well, would I be able to see it from next to our rabbit friend?
There's a
still see him
tree
down
and a
there?
cliff in the way.
Well, I will use my action to dash, because I can use my bonus action to shoot it anyway.
Mhm.
10, 15, 20, 30.
You're
There we
gonna give it
go.
trouble?
2 more for him.
I mean, it said it didn't want trouble.
Oh, the Donkin was far away. All he heard was want trouble.
You're an evil man.
Yeah, war
You're
crimes.
really gonna kill it? I mean, look at this face. Look at this face. You're gonna kill this?
Yes.
There's no way it's any kind of monster, right?
I mean, not any more than a doppelganger. It did save on the first one.
Yeah, just barely made it.
It's 12 total.
And I'll just go prone.
Just throw yourself on the floor, huh?
Yup.
Okay. Good, you're prone. Subtle storm.
Right. Just to make sure I know how my. Can I see it from here?
Yeah, sort of. It does have a bit of cover. Well, actually, that's pretty steep. I'd say you couldn't.
If I was here, would it work?
Getting further away wouldn't make it easier to see. It's a steep cliff.
Oh wait, so it's the other direction. Okay. There we go.
Yeah.
There we go. That's what I meant. Was I didn't know which way the hill was. Okay. Oop.
2 hits.
Wow. Thank you, Crit.
Consistent. Nap. A reminder. The one that's Buckthorn killed, Zarina was holding on to it. It's like, holding a very ripe fruit gusher.
Ew.
Just any pressure is helping along the evacuation.
I am going to do feline agility. Can I look down from here to
Yeah.
it well enough? Alright. Come back here.
2 hits.
Level 1. 22.
Ooh.
Shaving off a lot of health. It was already looking sickly, but now it is just pus oozing from it where the blood should be.
Okay, we are not going to eat that.
Was that ever the plan?
No. And I'll give it a little slap. Because why not? As a bonus, and that's it.
Zarina, you don't want to hold on to this anymore, do you? Well, you doing anything?
Duncan, did you go prone on your own?
Yeah,
did.
I didn't trip on this conveniently placed route. Didn't trip at all.
Okay. I hadn't noticed I was muted.
So I'm assuming you
And
answered
I-
with yes, you do not want to hold on to the fruit gusher manticore.
No, no, I did not. And I will manifest the echo right beside it.
Mhm.
And then attack through it.
That's it.
Dose.
As is that.
6, 12 damage.
Precise kill. The exact
Hey.
remaining health. I'm disappointed you were so close to Malgurning.
It's so much better when it's 0 health versus 1.
Technically a Donkin as well, just because of the echo feature of it. It's a close combat attack, but it is technically at a distance.
Spooky action.
Both a Malgurn and a Duncan.
But with that, the pack of manticores have been routed. Unless you want to try and take some extremely long-range shots at the flying ones.
I mean, I'll try it.
She can't, so I mean.
Yeah, I don't.
Well, no,
think
actually,
I
at this
can hit
point,
them.
there's... No, that one's had a few rounds to get away, so yeah. It's well out of range.
Yeah. You would need a longbow for that, probably.
Mm-hmm.
That would still be a stretch. Those things can probably move pretty fast in the air.
But yes,
I'm
with
gonna lean against this tree for a while, take a little breather. Somehow I keep on getting attacked. Maybe it's my hair. Must be the hair.
Um, I've got to say, I mean, we do tend to attract attention. She gives a flick to her red hair.
Ah. Also, you're probably less of a target considering I insult everyone I meet. Here's some advice: don't do that.
I'd say it's also, a little part of you're not in armor, so you and Arnace are a little, I suppose, also subtle and afternoon. Quite a few of you, in fact.
I'm wearing light armor. It's not nothing. I mean, it felt
I know
like
it's not
nothing today,
nothing,
but it
but-
wasn't nothing.
But, you don't jingle jangle like three of us do.
I'm sure I have a spell for that.
But yes, we're going to leave off on this cliffhanger, for you have a sight of many dead, mysterious circumstances of death, and a meat wagon.
Mm.
And we're just at the
Some
3 hour
poison
mark.
manticores.
Yeah. Remember, that one died of its own volition.
It had some help, but
It was not killed by the party. Weird, that.
Well, it
I
was
vote let's
probably
not eat the
poisoned.
meat from this cart.
And also, this one is just covered in pus oozing from where blood should be.
Almost as if they ate something they shouldn't have eaten.
But
How similar is that to what the scarecrows looked like?
I mean, it's wads of meat, so pretty close in a way, but not as foul, not as decayed. But man, the buzzing of flies. But yeah, we'll get back to that next time. Should be possibly 2 weeks' time. We don't know yet with the other DM.
Mm.
Now to click the button.